Thank you. I'm glad I don't follow that. Eric, you're going to sing one for us. Good to have you here, Mom. I'm glad you came down. Everybody here, for some reason, thinks that Eric's your favorite. I know that's not true. He just demands more attention. Right?
He whined so much last week at the Blistered Fingers that I had two different women come up to me and ask. One of them said, I'm a therapist and he needs his picture taken with someone with you not in it. Will you take our picture? She really was feeling for the poor little fella.
Well, it wears on me. You know, folks want our picture taken. They come up, can we have our picture taken? Will you take it, Lee? I get that all the time. People, they meet my wife, they'll say, this is your wife? She's really pretty. Thank you. Appreciate that. But they don't mask the surprise in their voice, you know? She's not supposed to be pretty. She's supposed to be what you deserve. Eric's going to sing one that he wrote. These are the words our dad spoke to him when he went away to college.
Remember who you are.
Called Remember Who You Are.
The best I could. Some days I fell short, but most are pretty good. Now as I watch you leave to find your shining star, when you get there, remember who you are. Some will tell you everything you want to hear. Some will make you question all that you hold dear. Remember what you learned on this little farm. Don't forget, remember who you are. I can see you going places I've never been. You might wind up winning hearts that I could never win. No matter where you're going, whether near or far, you get there, remember who you are. When I thought you shined, better to let others brag on who's mine. I thought it would prepare you for when life gets hard. It will, remember who you are. I can see you going places I've never been, and you might wind up winning hearts that I could never win. And no matter where you're going, whether near or far, you get there, remember who you are. I can see you going places I have never been, and you might wind up winning hearts that I could never win. And no matter where you're going, whether near or far, you get there, remember who you are. Don't forget, remember who you are.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That old farm, I remember it well. Had a good talk with Joe last night. Nice talking with you about. He's asking me, I kind of limp around a little every now and again. I stepped in a hole about 2 weeks ago in the dark and twisted my hip, and I've got a hip that's kind of sensitive because when we were on the farm,
He did all the work.
I fell out of the haymow when I was about 18, 19, somewhere in that age range, and I was at the top of the haymow, top of the building, and went all the way to the bottom and landed on my right leg. And there was a little bit of residue, a little chaff down there that I landed on, but it still hurt. And now, as I've gotten older, it's starting to act up. But I went to the hospital. My mom took me to the hospital. She's always loved me. And right away, because it really hurt, you know. And they x-rayed it, and they said, no, it looks good. Nothing wrong there. So they said, just stay in bed for a day. So that doesn't happen very often on a dairy farm or any kind of farm, especially in the middle of the summer. And I was ordered bed rest for the day. And so I remember about 9 o'clock, I was in bed, and I heard my mother scream, like this ungodly scream, you know, like a mother bear when her baby bear does something dumb. Eric had tried to back the tractor with that half-loaded wagon of hay, which we were in the process of unloading when I hurt myself. He tried to back it out of the barn, the way it was turned in, and he got it hung up. And his thought was, well, I'll just unhook the tongue of the wagon and push this half-empty load of hay out of here, and then hook back up to it. Well, he didn't set the brake on the tractor, and it rolled down and pinned him to the wagon, and that's what she was screaming about. And so I had to immediately run downstairs and knew she's just looking at me. I don't even know what she said to me, but I sprinted, didn't even feel the hip, you know, sprinted down there, and with my sister's help, she was there trying to help him, and I pushed the tire of the tractor uphill enough so that he could sort of melt out of there.
I don't believe that at all.
Well, that is what happened. I saved his life, yes. You're welcome. But I ran all the way across that field to the other end of the barn and did that.
Picture that.
This is 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I wasn't like this. And so then my mother and sister help him to the house, and he goes to bed, and I wind up unloading that load of hay. That is the epitome of my life on the farm. So, all right. Oh, sorry. Save us, Justin.
Tear it up, brother.
That Mike Barber holding down that bass right there. That's not easy work.
Oh, Mike.
You know,
Hey, can you play that with your baby in your hand?
he realized, he said to me this morning, you know, bringing an infant to a Bluegrass Festival is a lot of work. So I just looked at him and said, now you know how I felt for 26 years.
That was a shot.
That was a shot, yeah. Sorry, Mom.
Care if we have Erin do another one with us? Okay. Thanks for coming down, Erin.
Welcome.
All of the friends that I loved yesterday gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. The songbird that sings in the dell seems to say, gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. They've joined the heavenly fold. They're walking the streets of pure gold. They left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. And life here is lonely since they've gone before. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. That old weeping willow that stands by the door, sad and sigh. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. They joined the heavenly fold. They're walking the streets of pure gold. They left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. The trumpet will sound on the great judgment day. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. We'll see all our friends who have gone on their way. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. They joined the heavenly fold. They're walking the streets of pure gold. And they left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home. They left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. They have gone home. Gone home. They have gone home.
There you go, darling.
Thank you, Erin. Well, we got one